Okay, what up? So in our last video there, my video just cut out. I got a text, I think that stopped it. I almost got to the foundation. Here we go. This thing's freaking awesome. Check it out. Look at this thing. This thing is pretty incredible, guys. And I was just about to get to it in the last video, so this is sort of a standalone video. You can see there's no mortar, meaning there's no like adhesive holding this structure up. It's stone foundation, cellar hole foundation. Pretty well kept. You can see kind of a hearth down low there. A collapse probably of the fireplace. I'll kind of go around and show you the other side as well. Kind of jets out. I'm not going to go off the trail over here, but this thing is really well built. I'll show you the signage over here. Excuse me. You can see the foundation as it continues over this way. This is pretty cool, guys. Right here, signage. I'll read this to you. On this site around 1840, the Charles H. Mann Sr. family built the house whose remains lie before you. The farm once overlooked Anderson Pond, below which the mains dammed to power a sawmill. Today, the view of the pond is blocked by the forest. One cart path accessed the site from the north. Another stone-lined path, which descends to Miller Road, was likely a passage for the sheep from the lower pastures to the enclosures you see about you. And you can see those enclosures. They're kind of in here. The family well lies close to the Blue Trail and plumbs to 10 feet. What other features of the homestead would typically have included cultivated fields flanking the house, a small apple orchard, and essential livestock such as cows, oxen, a few hogs, and sheep to provide wool for clothing and blankets. In colonial times, settlers consumed in equal measure what they managed to produce. By the 1840s, local farms like the Maine farm yielded enough surplus to feed and clothe a population of local mill workers. In the 1870s, however, rail and canal systems connected Connecticut to more productive farm regions to the west. As a result, many of Connecticut's more marginal farms could not compete, were abandoned, and reverted to forest. And then you can see on the photo here, this photo, courtesy of the North Stonington Historical Society, represents a local 19th century farm, not the actual Charles Maine property, but you can see the home built atop the stone structures, and that's what we see in our remains here when we evaluate this. So we'll step in here a little bit. So again, this would be the foundation. So much larger than the foundation we're working with. So here, you could have a fuel source in your basement and a chimney coming up through the home. So you would have a fireplace, but you could also have almost like a furnace in your basement below. And we see all these stones here, and these would be the product of a collapse of the most likely, I'm speaking, based on what I know, you would have a collapse of your chimney that would have came out and went up. So that's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Pretty cool story here. Some pieces, found here. Hinges, handle maybe, some springs. Who knows, maybe for a mattress. So that's pretty cool. It's cool that people set that there, people who found that. You can see over here some of the enclosures, this was a functioning farm. Here we have, another reading here on this site around 1840. The Charles H. Mann family settled and built the house whose remains lie before you. So this is the same thing we just saw. Little different imagery here. I won't make you go through it. It has a little added information here. Let's see what this wasn't on the other one. A 1934 aerial image of this site shows the main farmhouse as having already been reduced to its foundation and the surround gradually transitioning to the forest you see today. So, within 100 years, less than 100 years from when this was settled, due to the change in farming in our country and that shift of farming to the west and the massive agricultural production coming out of the American West, farms out in this area were no longer necessary, plus the railroad being able to bring that food production back to the east, to the large populated areas of the east, kind of put the farm industries of the Northeast out of business. And within 100 years, the house was gone, nature had taken it back, and this whole farmland began its transition back to forest. It's pretty cool, man. That's a lot of history right there in 6 minutes, and it was a long walk to get here, going all the way around the preserve through, the 8 or 9 videos. But hey, man, we did it. That's pretty awesome. And at the same time, coincidentally, we just saw, in one of our last videos, just saw my first time ever seeing people back here. That's pretty sweet. I think it's great. I hope to see more people back here. I hope you guys can get back here because it's definitely worth it. Finally, we see some rusted out stuff here, kind of part of this place's past. Come on, Eddie. Come on, walk with me. Let's see. Some old flat, like maybe a plate, some sort of dish. A family lived here. They farmed here. They lived a life here, and the world changed. And with that change, this has been left behind, sort of the story of their existence. So it's something for us to maintain and keep, and it would have been ashamed if this was plowed over and lost forever, as has been the case in many places. So that's sort of like, in essence, what conservation and preservation is all about. And I always talk to you guys about these places being farms, and here's proof of that. So if we think of this and compare it to what we have at Stonington High School, this would be a more advanced version of that. This kind of gives us a little insight into that. Maybe that area behind the high school is older than this, dating back even further. Who knows? That's something for us to, try to figure out as we work through and evolve our conservation and preservation class. But again, in closing, we've worked our way all the way around the Blue Trail. We've gone on the Cellar Byway. We are currently right here at the Charles Main Foundation. This is where our Tri-Town video series is going to end. I'm not going to force you to walk out of here with me. But from here, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to do the, probably mile or so hike back to my truck. All right. So I hope these videos have been a good experience for you guys. Remember, this isn't far away. If you could get out here and come to this place and, get a photo of yourself out here, make a video out here, I probably would be willing to make some sort of deal with you on giving you a pass on some field work. I think that would be fair. And also, we are going to be making videos such as the ones I've been making here for you guys. But that's a topic for a different day. But seriously, if you get out here, you come out to the Charles Main Foundation or another place like this, you snap a photo or make a quick video and you send it to me, for sure, man, I'll be more than happy to give you credit for that and give you a pass on something else. All right, because that's what this class is about. It's about getting out and experiencing this stuff for yourself, you know. So I hope you guys can do that. I'm gonna keep encouraging you to do it. I hope you enjoyed this Tri-Town video series. I shouldn't call it a series, that's ridiculous. But these Tri-Town videos that we've made, and there's nothing better you could do than get out here and experience it yourself. Be way better than listening to me drone on and talk your ear off on a video. So get out here and enjoy it yourself. And with that, we'll call it a wrap.